Well, all right, people. I just want to do a quick little review of WrestleMania Day One. I watched some of it. No fucking way I was gonna watch 4 hours, five, however long, 3, 4, 5 hours, whatever, however long the length was. It was way too long. I mean, nobody wants to spend half their fucking weekend just watching wrestling. Um, I'm mainly going to talk about The Rock, the Rock match. I mean, that's basically what it is. I mean, this is The Rock WrestleMania. I mean, let's just call it what it is. It's the only relevant thing that's happening this entire weekend. It's the only thing anybody cares about is The Rock storyline. Uh, I'll go over a few of the matches. I watched the Divas match, Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. It was a decent match. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. It was decent. 3 out of 5 stars. There were some nice moves in there. Divas wrestling is, definitely taking a step up since when I watched it. It's not like amazing. It's not better than the men's. It's not even on par with the men's, but it's, a little better than it was 5 or 10 years ago. Decent match there. Um, the ladder match for the tag belts. It was a good match too. Again, it wasn't great. There was some nice spots in there, some nice hardcore spots. Thought there was a little bit too much going on, like too many teams. 12 people's a lot. I would have maxed it out at six. Two team or three teams of two at the most. Six is a little much, but there were some good spots in there. So I'll give that again 3 out of 5 stars. Those are really the only two matches I watched in full. Didn't really give a fuck about the Rey Mysterio one. Didn't really give a fuck about the Usos match, although I heard that one sucked. So I went right to the Rock match. The first thing I'm gonna say about this is I'm really disappointed about how finishers really don't mean anything anymore in wrestling. I mean, back when I was watching like 5 or 10 years ago, you would occasionally see somebody kick out of a finisher in like a big time pay-per-view match, and it was cool. Now it's like people get hit with like 5, 6 finishers and they're kicking out. I mean, it's stupid. It's like, what's the point of you even calling it a finisher or having a finisher? I get in a marquee matchup, you kick out of a finisher, but I mean, you had a spot where Roman Reigns got hit with like two crossroads and he gets up in like literally 10 seconds. I mean, what is this? I mean, that's my main gripe about this, not only this match, but kind of what wrestling has, evolved into in the last 5 years. I mean, finishers should mean something. I mean, even when Brock Lesnar was doing it, it's Brock. I don't care. It's still, a finisher should still mean something. But I mean, this was a really good match. There's no doubt about it. Rock has been doing so many great things over the last, month or two in wrestling. I mean, he's just so like Rock is like at, an A plus level. The next, I would say Roman Reigns is, an A. The next person below him is probably at like a C. I mean, it's not even close how much further Rock is above everybody else, how much more charismatic he is, how much better he is than Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes and all these other mid-carders. I mean, it's not even close. I mean, Rock comes back, and these last 2 months of him being back, it's the only thing anybody gives a fuck about. I look at the whole card on WrestleMania. The only thing anybody cares about is The Rock. And the Roman Reigns versus Cody. I mean, people care a little bit about that, but it's really about The Rock. I mean, The Rock is making WWE. It's just The Rock. That's it. That's all anybody cares about. There's no other star power. I mean, for all this shit I hear, oh, Triple H is great. Everything he's doing is awesome. Wrestling is, there's a new era. It's a great era. I don't honestly see it. I see The Rock doing great things, and then I see a bunch of mid-carders. Like, where are the next stars of today's generation, that are going to take WWE into the promised land in the 2030s and shit like that? I don't see it. And I honestly see the IWC and their expectations for like good shit. Like, again, I keep saying this, but the IWC they're really a bunch of retards, and their standards have fallen so much. I honestly think It's subconscious because they've been just given all this shit over the last 5 or 10 years that, it might be a little bit better than it was in like 2014 or 2015, and now everybody, oh, this is great, this is awesome. No, it's like mediocre. Like, other than The Rock, there's nothing that I would give a fuck about watching, that I would spend time watching. Like, I couldn't even get through night one. I mean, I'm a, casual fan, I guess, if you want to call it. I couldn't even watch this shit. Like, I had better things to do. I'd rather do other shit than watch, night one of WrestleMania. And then people are saying, well, the crowd was dead. The crowd was dead. Yeah, the crowd was dead because there's nothing good on this card. People, oh, it's the weather, no, it's just there's nothing to really get that excited about except The Rock. And by the time The Rock came on, it's like they saw 4 hours of just, average wrestling, which, again, on a WrestleMania, you expect everything to be, at least most of the shit to be top tier. It was just, like, decent. Like, it was just an average show. It wasn't terrible, but, it was, from what I saw, it was average. I mean, the tag match at the end, all in all, was a really good match. I'm not going to say it was like an amazing match, but it was a really good match. Like, again, and the part that I hated most about it was like the 5-6 finishers, people kicking out, and that shit, I honestly really hope that Cody Rhodes doesn't win because, again, it just comes back to WWE cannot build up a good star to take the belt off of Roman Reigns, and I don't think Cody Rhodes is it. And it's not even a diss to Cody Rhodes. He's talented, but I don't think he's at that level of star power that he's, ready to take the belt off of Roman Reigns. And you kind of saw that reaction from the crowd last night when he was getting booed. I just don't think he's there. I mean, you look at like the greatness of The Rock. Again, like Rock's at like an A+ level, and then if you compare Cody Rhodes to The Rock, Cody Rhodes is like at a C or a D. He's just not there yet. Will he ever be? I don't know. But it was cool to see The Rock back. But again, at the same time, like if you take The Rock out of WrestleMania, it's really probably a below average show. Like, and like Rock's, again, he's 51, 52. I don't know how old he is exactly, but you're only going to get him for, a match here or there if you're going to get him at all. He might come back, wrestle again at, the next WrestleMania, I'm hearing. But again, if you take The Rock out of WrestleMania, you have probably a 3 out of 10 star show. I mean, I'm looking at all these matches and I'm like, I have no interest in watching them. Nothing catches my mind. There's nobody in WWE that catches my, that makes me want to watch besides, The Rock and maybe Roman Reigns here and there. So I hear all the, Triple H is amazing. I don't see it. I don't see like a big improvement of WWE, when it's compared to 10 years ago. I really don't. And I'm hearing, NXT has so many great stars. I mean, where are they? Where are the next generation of new stars? I did not really see them on this show. I saw some, good wrestling and, some good mid-carders, but again, I don't see any top stars. So overall, I would give this WrestleMania night one, I would give it like 5 out of 10 stars, 2.5, however you want to rate it, 2.5 out of 5. You expect, again, WrestleMania to be top tier. You expect great shit. Again, it wasn't terrible. The shit that I saw, it wasn't terrible, but, it wasn't great either. The Rock, definitely, I love, that's really the only reason I honestly paid the $5.99 with Peacock to watch this shit is because of The Rock. It's the only fucking reason. Everything else is like lower mid card shit. You look at the past WrestleManias, it's like you had multiple like big matches. Here you only got The Rock, and The Rock's just a part-timer. So he's going to be gone probably after WrestleMania. So, but there you go, people. There's my thoughts on that. Let me know what you think about WrestleMania Day 1 in the comments below. There you go, people.